Black Captain America, huh?
Damn right. We built this country. Bled for it. I'm not gonna let anybody tell me I can't fight for it. Not after what everybody before me went through.
What's up? What's up? What's up? All my JMOs out there. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing today? Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Just My Opinion. I really do appreciate it, guys. I really do appreciate it. I hope you had a great day today. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope it was nice, fun, chill, and relaxing, and all of that good stuff. Hopefully you got your groceries shopping done, your car washed, your vacuum, you got everything put away, and you are just nicely in your car, on your couch, on your balcony, wherever you are, on the beach, on your phone, on your big screen, on your desktop, your laptop, relaxed, ready with your feet kicked up. You got your snacks, you got your libations, and all of that good stuff prepared for another legendary show. And I will shout you guys out in a second. I see that we have 28 people watching right now. Thank you so much. Let's see how many thumbs up we have. I know we should have more than 8. We have 16 thumbs up. 16. Can we get 25 thumbs up? I would really, 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 really appreciate it. And guys, I'm in a good mood today. I really am. I feel relaxed. I feel ready. I feel like everything is going to work out. I feel like I'm free after, today's live broadcast. I don't know what I'm going to watch. If I'm going to watch a good movie on Netflix or, catch up on some anime. I definitely need to stretch, though. How's y'all stretching game out there? I was right about 20 minutes ago. I was running down my stairs. I was feeling some tightness, some stiffness on my knee. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I need to, kick this out, do some stretching and stuff like that. It's been my workout has been horrible this week. I ain't, did any type of exercise since Tuesday. So coming up on the week. But I'm changing that tomorrow. I got a whole fresh mindset, motivated, dedicated, disciplined, all of that good stuff. But yeah, 31 people watching right now. Let me see who all of these lovely, lovely people are out there. First, we have Mr. Ron Mosley. When will Hollywood go back to making original stories and movies with no intention or plan of a franchise? Just standalone movie to go to the theater and enjoy. Well, John Wick is about to be in theaters next week, and that was just a standalone independent, film, but original story. But it was just so successful that they kept coming out with more. But thank you for being here, Ron Mosley. But I mean, I see what you're saying. It's not all over town, all over the billboards and stuff, but Hollywood still does make, some original films. Unfortunately, it's just people don't go see them. Now, that could be because of the marketing and all that, but I'm gonna actually be talking about that later with all of the Oscar-nominated films that won last year, but thank you for being here. I do appreciate it, Ron Mosley. You also got 60 plus reviews in the building. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Happy Sunday, JMOers. Soto, what's going on? What's up, JMO fam? How are y'all doing? Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. We also have Miss Karma Serene in the building. Man, y'all need to subscribe to her YouTube channel too. She be tough on all those boxing highlights and updates and things like that. I'm learning a lot from this sister, and she don't even know it. But thank you, ma'am, so much for the $19.99, the $20 super chat. I really do appreciate it. That is so great to start out the chat like that. And you know what we got to do over here for the dubs. I want to thank you all. I want to thank you. Thank you, Karma. I really do appreciate it, ma'am. You are a sweetheart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We also have in the building Johnny Washington. What's up, fam? How you doing, Johnny? Thank you for being here. Markle Marblood. What's good, man? What's good, B? What's good, everybody? Hope you had a great weekend. I did. Thank you for being here, Markle Marblood. Mama Avery in the building. Phyllis Avery. How you doing, Mom? Hello, everyone. Heart Mom, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thumbs up. Love you to death. Love you to death. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Also have Hit Flicks in the building. What up, Brandon? I'm looking forward to the show. Thank you. I'm looking forward to it too. Thank you so much for being here. Ione in the building. Hello, everybody. What's going on? What's going on? Superhero movies are the best movies. Yes, they are. BKA Shazam 2 was entertaining fun. Yes, it was, and we're definitely going to be talking about that. Sug Light, what's going on? Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. The Supreme Coven in the building. Hey, hey, hey. How you doing? Thank you for being here. A bit of everything. Kansas City, Missouri checking in already. What's up, Kansas City? What's going on? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. And yeah, that looks like we have everybody, and that is wonderful. And we have 42 people watching right now. And let's see what them thumbs up looks like. You know, we a thumbs up family over here. 26. Can we get up to 40? I would really, really appreciate it. And also we have Antoine Films in the building. What's going on, Antoine? I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. Well, guys, let's go ahead and get this party started. I just want to thank you all so much for tuning in to the Movies News Roundup show number 98. Oh my goodness gracious. We are 2 away from 100. Man, that's crazy. 100 shows live right now on YouTube. If you didn't know, of course, youtube.com/justmyopinionreviews, twitch.com/justmyopinionreviews. I still don't have my Facebook. They're telling me to wait and all this stuff, but you know, we're gonna see what's up. But if you would like to follow me on social media, you can. My handle's on the screen at Just My Opinion 84 for at least Instagram and Twitter, if not Facebook. Also, I'm on TikTok. I don't even know there's I don't know there's a link for that in the description, but I am on TikTok. I need to, you know, step all that up right there. Also, guys, if you would like an audio only version of today's broadcast, there's going to be a link for that in the description box below with buzzsprout.com. Yes, buzzsprout.com. I am on all of these platforms that you see right here: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Overcast, iHeartRadio. You see the screen, as well as SoundCloud. Yes, SoundCloud. So if you want to get your audio only version on, please, please, please check out those links in the description box below. Also, this show right now, Amazon Prime, everybody's talking about it. Dominique Fishback, how amazing she's done. Yes, I had a live broadcast yesterday, had a special guest for the first time on my channel. Shout out to Movie Bay. It was great talking about this show. Elliot has covered it on his channel. Also, I think I saw earlier today, he's going to be going live tomorrow to talk about it. This man be breaking that stuff down, as well did I. So check that out. Also check out my Bel Air recount for episode 4 of season 2, my Shazam Fury of the Gods review, and also Power book 2 Ghost season 3 episode 1. Check that out as well. And also my latest for Snowfall season 6 episode 5. Check that out too. And also, I don't know if anybody's gonna pop in today, but just in case, Ron Burgundy, I do need your help, sir. I do need your help.
If I'm gonna do this, I'll need my news team at my side. News team, assemble! News team, assemble!
All right, thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it. You are always coming through. You're always coming through. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And give me 1 second. There's something technical that I thought I updated and I didn't. So let me just fix that real quick because it'll make me be able to flow through the show much better if I get this done. I thought I took care of that, but you know, sometimes we have those oversights and all of that. All right, there we go. And also to all of my lovely moderators out there, you know, I want to make sure we keep all the losers out. Please. Protect the chat as best as you can. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's go ahead and get this party started. Moving on over to the first topic of the day. And we are talking about Gladiator that came out 23 years ago. Man, that's a long time. Film was amazing. I remember I saw it in theaters, fell asleep in the theaters. Me and my younger brother, whose birthday is this coming Tuesday. If you happen to be watching, bro, I doubt it, but if you happen to be, happy early birthday. I remember we was in the theater and we fell asleep and we woke up and it was nothing but action. We was like, oh man, this is crazy. Saw it again when we had more rest and ended up loving it as much as everybody else. Of course, this is like a classic film. 79% on Rotten Tomatoes, 87 from the audience. You know, pretty much everybody loves this film that saw it. Of course, it made a lot of money at the box office as well, 5 times the budget. So why are we talking now? Well, there has been a lot of talk lately in the past few months or so about a potential sequel coming up. And Ridley Scott is, of course, going to be helming that. He directed the first film, going to be directing the second. But we have a star that's in talks right now to join the project, and that goes to Mr. Barry Keoghan, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. This is for the first topic of the day, coming from the Hollywood Reporter. And also, guys, any and everything that we're going to be discussing today, there's going to be a link to it down in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. Barry Keoghan in talks to join Paul Mescal in Ridley Scott's Gladiator sequel. Yes. Now, if you don't know who this man is, here he is on IMDb. If you want to scroll down to his filmography, the last movie that he was in got a lot of attention. It was The Banshees of Inisherin. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Banshees of Inisherin. And I did a review for that on my channel with Chris with Takes Take. Yeah, check that out. Great review. Just depending on who you are, it can be a great film or not. I respect the movie. I know Eman feels opposite of me, which is fine. But there's a review for that. Matter of fact, I need to make sure there is a review. Let me do that real quick. Like, let me duplicate this and back that up. And then here we go. Highlight all these reviews and copy and paste, exit this out. Come over here and we're going to put that right there. Bam. Okay, now save. Okay, now all of the Oscar nominated films links are in the description box below. But this man right here, he has been in the Banshees of Inisherin. He was also in the Batman, and he was also Druig in Eternals and Scavenger in The Green Knight. And so, you know, he has some credits up his hand. Dunkirk with Christopher Nolan. I didn't even know that myself. So, you know, he's making his rounds, and and so he's gonna be making his rounds in this Gladiator sequel, or at least they're in talks. So Barry Keoghan, the Oscar-nominated actor who was right at home in a good period, is in talks to join Paul Mescal's Gladiator sequel. Scott is directing the sequel to his 2000 historical epic that also starred Russell Crowe as Maximus, a former general forced into becoming a gladiator under the rule of the patriarchal self-appointed Roman Emperor Commodus, played by Joaquin Phoenix. Of course, the movie won the Oscar for Best Picture, while Crowe took home the statuette for the Best Actor among 5 wins from the lauded movie. Neither Crowe's nor Phoenix character survived the proceedings, so they won't be back. The sequel will star After Sun Oscar nominee Mescal, who is said to be playing Lucius, the son of Lucilla, Connie Nielsen's, and the nephew of Phoenix Commodus Spencer Treat. Clark played the role in the original film. If a deal makes, Keoghan will play a character named Emperor Geta. Geta was an actual Roman emperor, although the sequel story is not based on true events. Scott will reteam with All the Money in the World scribe David Scarpa, who also wrote the filmmaker's upcoming Napoleon Bonaparte movie. I am interested in seeing that. And so, yeah, this guy right here, coming off this Oscar nomination, so, you know, he is talented. I'm not saying that he's my favorite actor in the world, but, you know, I give credit where credit is due. Like I said, he's coming off of a Best Supporting Actor nomination for the 1920s set The Banshees of Inisherin, one of the acclaimed movies in the 9 Academy nominations. Actually, it was 10. And is known for his killer work in the films such as Killing a Sacred Deer and Eternals. So, guys, what do you think about this? Are you happy? for Mr. Barry Keoghan? Are you a fan of his work? Have you seen any of the other films that he has been a part of? Let me know, because I am curious. Didn't Maximum die in the first movie? So that means no, it just won't have his character. I don't know. I haven't read the script, and I'm not trying to be slick. Hey, maybe they are going to have a scene or two in heaven. I don't know, but it's going to take place on Earth, to my opinion. Let's see here. What's up, Chill Spot? Let's see what's going on. Also the Terminal. Okay, what's up, 6L? Let's see here. I thought Michael Marblau, he was a very good actor, so I'll be interested in seeing him in the sequel. Yes, I'm interested as well. Thank you, Michael. Soto, I'll give it a shot. Right on. Thank you for that. Also, I heard Denzel may join the sequel as well. Really? That would be interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing that myself. So yeah, that's what's up. Superhero movies are the best movies. I love Gladiator. Yes, I love Gladiator too. That's the guy from Eternals and Joker and the Batman. Right on. You got it right. What's up, Jasmine? How you doing? Zulu, am I doing something special for the Big 100? I don't know if I am or not. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. And yes, Antoine's film Swarm was wild, very interesting. Yeah. So so guys, this is your boy right here, Barry Keoghan. Is going to be popping up, he's in talks right now to pop up in the sequel for Gladiator. This film right here that made $500 million at the box office worldwide and was received very well from the critics, from the fans, from everybody. And again, guys, if you would like a link to this article to read at your own leisure, there is a link to that in the description box below for you to do all of that good stuff. And so, yeah. And also, let me know if you are watching this on the replay. Let me know what your thoughts are, if you're a fan of his work, and if this excites you or it doesn't do anything for you at all. But now let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. To be honest with you, something that I am a little bit more excited about. In just one moment. And that has to do with a Disney film. Let me exit this out right here. 1 second. What's going on? There we go. Aladdin. You see the banner. You see the background. This is the second topic of the day, coming from movieweb.com. Mena Massoud casts doubts on Aladdin 2 ever happening. And that's just crazy. Why wouldn't Aladdin 2 happen? I mean, it wasn't the best, film that Disney has put out as far as the live action remakes, but it was good. I liked it. It made money too. So why would it not? Why would he be in doubts? What are y'all thinking? Before we get into the article, let me know what you guys think the reason could be. Now, one reason is maybe because the critics didn't like it. I doubt it. I mean, they got a 57% on Rotten Tomatoes out of 386 reviews. I don't know if I like the film. 94% from the audience. But look at this, y'all. It made a ton of money. $1 billion off of a budget. We can even round up to 200, but we're not gonna. Let's be exact. Let's, the rule of 3 over here with me. So we're gonna pull out the calculator. Where's my calculator? Thought I had my calculator out so we can calculate some things, but let's do this. 183 times 3. All it needed to make was $549 million, and it did that. It made $1 billion. So it made money. Now, One of you may be right with your comment, to which I do see. I'm about to bring it up in a second because of who played the genie. Where is that comment at? Yep. Is it because of this gentleman right here? Because of Will Smith? Maybe. That's all I have to think of, you know. But we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. Let's get into this article because I haven't read it yet. Let's see here. It's starting to look like the planned sequel to the live-action Aladdin remake is no longer happening at the Mouse House. Back in 2019, it was released. It was success, $1 billion. Report about a sequel happening go back that year, and there have been talks of a spinoff development. Still, as we approach the 4-year mark since the release of Aladdin, the gears are not quite yet officially turning on Aladdin 2, leaving the movie stuck in development hell. On Twitter, the actor provided a new update, and it isn't good. One fan tweeting the actor asked if we're going to give Aladdin sequel, and straight from the titular star, the response cast serious doubts if it'll ever be greenlit. Very unlikely at this point, Masai bluntly said. That sucks. This vague response offers no context as to why the Aladdin sequel might be dead, whether that's because of cutting costs, creative reasons, or other concerns, aka Will Smith. And then here it goes. Last year, there was speculation that the sequel will be canceled in the wake of Will Smith's Oscar scandal, but director Guy Ritchie made it clear that he was still looking to make the movie with Will Smith reprising his role as the genie. I wouldn't have any issue casting Will Smith in anything, Ritchie said in December. Yeah, more recently, Ritchie also spoke about Aladdin 2 and it seemed more optimistic than my style about the movie getting made. He said in February via Collider, which is a reputable source, that there was some ideas already in mind for where to take the movie. However, he also notably said it'll be great to do, suggesting that the movie happening still wasn't set in stone. I very much like to, he said, returning to the world. I can't tell you how much I enjoyed that experience. It was a great experience. That whole Disney thing, as you can imagine, is such a professional outfit. That's not always true, but anyway. Just from that perspective, it was so much fun. I would very much like to. We'll wait and see. We have been kicking some ideas around for some time, but it'll be great to do. It will be great to go back there. Clearly, Masao is not quite as convinced that the movie will happen, but for the fans wanting to see it, let's hope Disney gives him and Richie those calls in the future. Man. Now, the only thing I can think of that makes logical sense is they were like, oh no, man. Will Smith is attached to this. He's slapping people at the Oscars, and you know, we ain't trying to look bad, you know, yada yada yada. I mean, let's think about this though. At the very least, I think the sequel will make $600 million. And you don't have to necessarily up the budget, you know, keep it at 183 or 200, just like the first film. And I think it'll make his money back. Now, I have Will Smith pulled up right here on IMDb. The reason why is this is the only logical thing that I can think of why they wouldn't want to do the sequel. So I want to see all of the other upcoming films he has in his filmography, and if any of those have been canceled. So Bad Boys 4 is still being made. I remember hearing that. He did Emancipation, and yeah, this was kind of in theaters and on Apple, so I can't really say if people showed up to see him in the theater or not, because you know it was, you know, released on streaming. But we know Bad Boys 4 is coming out. African Queens, okay, this is okay, he's a producer on that. Wait a minute, let me look at the acting part. I think this is the producing part. Yeah, let me do that. Let me close this out or make it smaller. Okay, yeah, this is damn, this dude producing everything in the world. Okay, acting. Okay, previous. Okay, he got 4 upcoming roles. Bad Boys 4, pre-production. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Fast and Loose, and The Council. Now, I think I remember seeing an article yesterday talking about Fast and Loose. He's getting either 20 million or 25 million for that. So I don't know. I think they should still get a sequel. Remember, the first one came out in 2019, and then we was dealing with the pandemic and all that. So that, you know, put a halt on everything. So we're just gonna have to see. Yeah, Michael. Dang, I didn't know it made $1 billion. Yeah, it made it made a hefty chunk of change, you know, right there. So yeah, it made money. No interest for me. I liked it better as an animation. Not mad at you. Will Smith really didn't think it through with that complete idiot of a move with the slaps of Chris Rock. So many repercussions now. Yep. I still love Will Smith, but it was an idiotic move to say the least. But that's still my boy. And Disney needs to focus less on remakes, honestly. Can't get mad at that, you know. Let's see here. I blame Chris Rock's comedy special for Aladdin 2 being canceled. I doubt it. Face purple crying. I doubt it. But thank you for the comment. I don't think Masad is best person to talk to. Not only is he not a person, well, yeah, but also he was very negative to his own future after the movie. You got a point there. You're not lying. I mean, he wouldn't necessarily know, in my opinion, you know, what's going on. I mean, he could, but you know, but not mad at you. Will was so good at the Genie suit. He was. Welcome to Good Burger. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. He was mad because people were beating down his door to cast him. He wanted Ezra. Okay, I don't know who Ezra Bridger is. Maybe I'm confused, but we'll see. Where's Hancock 2? I do want a Hancock 2. Yeah, where's Hancock 2? I do want a Hancock 2. Yeah, but we're gonna have to see. You know, what's going on with this. Aladdin is one of the greatest love action Disney films ever. This is correct. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this, what you think the reasoning is as to why we may not be getting a Aladdin 2 sequel ever happening. Again, the titular character right here, Manal Masad, thinks it's not happening. But back in February, Guy Ritchie, the director, was like, hey, you know, I'm cool with it. Matter of fact, let me look up something. Aladdin. And then we're gonna click the director's name, Guy Ritchie. And I want to see what he has coming up. I know he spoke about Sherlock Holmes too. So yeah, nothing is being greenlit. So yeah, again, guys, whether you're watching this via live or on the replay, there's a link down to this in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. And I got to put this comment up from my homie. It's because I blame Chris Rock. Y'all funny. Y'all still come with these comments. You know what Will should have done when Chris Rock said what he said? Will was walking up to Chris. He was obviously thinking, I'm going to hit. But you was critical, yeah. You know, give him a hug or something, you know. Right on. And JL, I am sorry, but I have not seen Gangs of London. I have not been able to get to that yet. So sorry about that. But guys, let's go ahead and move on to topic number 3. And y'all, I found out about this today. Wait a minute, is that topic number 3? Okay, yeah, topic number 3. Yeah. I found out about this today and I was like, wait a minute. We can't be having this now. I sent it to the crew. I was like, y'all, I'm disappointed by this. I'm disappointed. You know, this was not cool. But y'all remember Amistad, your boy, Djimon Hounsou, he popped up on the scene for me with that film. This gentleman right here, he's in Shazam, he's in Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, let's just run down this filmography real quick to look at all of this credits. He got 64 credits. He coming up with Gran Turismo, Rebel Moon, Ozzy, Voice of the Forest, Last Breath. He was in Black Adam, Shazam, The King's Man, What If, Invincible, A Quiet Place 2, Charlie's Angels, Captain Marvel and Karath. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's Aquaman. You know, this man, is this the acting? Is this the right tab? Yeah, this man has been in a lot of stuff. Let's keep going. King Arthur, The Legend of Tarzan, Air, The Vatican Tapes, Furious 7, The Seventh Son, How to Train Your Dragon, Black Panther, the BET series, miniseries, Push. I like that movie, Push. Never Back Down. I like that movie. Aragon. Blood Diamond, The Island, Constantine, Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. I mean, Soul Food, the TV series, Gladiator, of course, Deep Rising, yeah, I'm a Star. That's when he popped up on the scene for me, and he apparently he had a ton of credits before that. The reason why we're bringing up this brother right here, topic number 3, this is coming from Variety. Djimon Hounsou is still struggling to make $1 in Hollywood. I feel tremendously cheated in terms of pay and workload. What the hell is going on? And again, guys, for topic number 3, if you're watching this via live on the replay, there's a link to this in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. Blood Diamond from Kwama was one of my favorites. I still haven't even seen that movie. I've only seen bits and pieces. Please do not unsubscribe. That's on the list. That's on the list. What? That's what I said. Funny that Djimon Hounsou was both in MCU and DCU. Yeah, but let's go ahead and get into this. And again, I stumbled upon this today, and I was like, I got to include this. So, acting career of over 33 years. This is just talking about some of his work. I'm still struggling to make $1, Hounsou said. I've come up to the business with some people who are absolutely well off and have very little of my accolades. So I feel cheated. Let's go over that again. I'm still now, mind you, he has never been a leading man. And I'm going to just say this before I read it, because I haven't read this yet. I wanted to be surprised myself as I'm reading it to you guys or going over it. I do realize he's never been like a leading man. And also, just, I don't care who you are, you can only get what you negotiate for, so before I get into this, if you're just accepting boo-boo pay and not pushing back, that does fall on you, and or you may need a better agent. I'm no expert, but I'm supporting you, brother. I want to support you. I am supporting you. I'm still struggling to make $1, Hounsou said. I've come up in the business with some people who are absolutely well off. So if he says I'll come up in the business with some people, I'm assuming that when he started, it was some people that was on the same level of clout as him or lower, that are well off and don't even have my accolades. Like, man, I'm on all these big movies, and they in small independent stuff. Why they were more well off than me? So I feel cheated. Tremendously cheated in terms of finances and in terms of workload as well. I've gone to studios for meetings, and they're like, wow, we felt like you just got off the boat and then went back after Amistad. We didn't know you were here as a true actor. Kind of crap is that? Hounsou continued. When you hear things like that, you can see that some people's vision of you or what you represent is very limiting. But it is what it is. It's up to me to redeem that. Okay, I'm glad he said that. I still have to prove why I need to get paid, he added. They always come at me with some complete lowball. We only have this much for the role, but we love you so much and we really think you can bring so much. Well, okay, well, there you go. Well, if of course they're gonna do this. What was that? What were that? We only have this much for the role, but we love you. Well, and we feel that you can bring so much, well, pay him the money then. Shoot. I hope he's not just saying like, okay, I'll take the paycheck. I don't know. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, but I don't know. And we really think you bring so much. Film after film is a struggle. I have yet to meet the film that paid me fairly. Damn, brother. That really upsets me. Hounsou said Hollywood has overlooked him from the beginning, starting with his breakthrough role as a rebellious enslaved person in Spielberg's Amistad. Despite earning universal acclaim, it was his co-star Anthony Hopkins who got the film's sole Oscar nomination. With 2016's Blood Diamond, the Academy nominated Hounsou for karma come through. The Academy nominated Hounsou for supporting actor and his co-star Leonardo DiCaprio for lead, despite the film equally focused on Hounsou's character. Yeah, man, that was a minute ago, man. I don't know what's going on, but I'm hoping you pressing, man. I hope you're not just, well, apparently you are, but we're gonna get into that. I felt seriously cheated, Hounsou told The Guardian. Today we talked so much about the Oscar being so white, But I remember there was a time where I had no support at all, no support from my own people. Well, that's gonna change today, goddamn it. No support from the media, from the industry itself. It felt like you should be happy that you've got nominated, and that's that. Yeah, no. Hounsou is now back in theaters as a wizard in Warner Brothers. And I gotta be honest, I do not like his role as the wizard in Shazam. I don't like the makeup for one. It just looks ridiculous. But that's just me. His supporting role has been greatly expanded compared to the limited series he got in the first Shazam movie. That is true. Out of them all, the DC universe has a level of respect. Okay. And that's interesting because your boy Cyborg was complaining about the treatment at Warner Brothers. Now I know this is a new regime. However, this film was made under the old one, so that's kind of questionable. But I still I got my boy. Out of them all, the DC universe has a level of respect. Hounsou said there wasn't much to the first role. There wasn't much to the role at first. And I did it, and it was fun. But the second time around, it was a little more respectful. Well, good. And if you've seen the film Shazam: Fury of the Gods, and I talked about the costume and the makeup, which I just really don't care for. No, slight. Well, I don't want to spoil anything here, but there was a point in the movie where they made his character look not completely ridiculous. And I liked it. I was like, okay, this is a small highlight. So that's cool. From time to time, Hollywood themselves make the point of saying we should give him more. He's a little underappreciated. I think they recognize that themselves. Hounsou concluded, hey, it's the struggle I have to overcome. Shazam: Fear of the Gods is now playing in theaters nationwide and worldwide as well. So yeah, man, I can't wait to clip this. It's probably gonna be like the first article, first clip I clip, from my show today to make a separate video, because I don't like this at all. Not one bit. I'm not saying that he need to be paying $20 million per film. No. But hey, if he can negotiate that, that's some hell of a negotiation skills, and I ain't mad at the brother. Teach me how to do it too. We can both be 20 millionaires. But this is awful. I don't want this brother struggling like this after being in the thing for 33 years. Not saying that he should be the #1 paid actor in Hollywood. Not saying that at all. But I want him to be happy with his check. Like, yeah, I'm Djimon Hounsou, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Yeah, he was in Gladiator. He was. What are y'all saying? Djimon is where Samuel Jackson was in the 90s. Okay. Kamora Lee took all his money. Really? He was dating her? I guess I'm living under a rock. Thank you, Koma. That man got hella credits. Let's see here. Yeah, Blood Diamond was one of my favorites. Funny that Djimon Hounsou was both in the MCU and DCU. What? Wow. Blood Diamond was his Oscar role. Yeah. I need to watch that within the next month. Y'all keep asking me about that. B, have you seen Blood Diamond yet? Let me know. Let's see here. They have typecasted him. Fast and Furious 7, Amistad. Djimon. The thing with Djimon is that he's not a lead. He's a great supporting character or a supporting villain. True. You don't need that. That he may not be, but I still want him to have a respectable check. Kamora Lee took out the money. Didn't see laughing. He may need to get a better agent. Maybe. Kev, what's up, Kev? Definitely new agent. Dude has been in a lot of stuff. Right. He needs Zoe Saldana's agent. She getting broke off? Let me know. But if so, yes. What's up, Frantic World? Hey, how you doing? A better agent is needed for sure. Hopefully it's that easy. Thank you, Michael. He was in Gladiator. Yes, he was. Let's see here. I can see Djimon Hounsou playing John Henry in a John Henry movie. That may work. We all, what does that say? We all don't have the same experiences. His costume and Shazam do look half-assed. Yeah, I mean, he's a wizard. He's supposed to have all the powers and stuff. He's supposed to be looking like, like, oh, he looked like a homeless person in the movie, in my opinion. So I can see Djimon also playing Navi in Avatar. He has the voice. Oh yeah. They have a child together and were fake married. I gotta look into this. Thank you, Karma, for spilling the tea. I had no idea. Maybe I did, just don't remember, but thank you. He do be looking crazy in most of his roles. Right on. Thank you, Crazy Robot 20. And also, last I checked, Zoe Saldana is getting 10 million per role. Wow. Really? I ain't mad at that. But what I am mad at is this brother right here is not getting what he deserves. He should get. And so we got to do something about this, because I don't like this. So, guys, if you're watching this via live on the replay, again, there's a link to this down in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. All right. And now I am really excited about this next one right here. I was smiling ear to ear when I heard the news about this coming up, because I was a big fan of this as a child, and I'm all over this. I sent the article to my brother, and he was like, well, hey, I guess I will watch it. You know what I'm saying? But before we do, let's just clean house real quick. How many people are watching right now? We got 94 people watching. Let's see how many thumbs up we have. We got 53 thumbs up. Guys, can we do a little bit better than that? I would really appreciate it. Can we get 100 thumbs up today? Maybe this music right here will kind of get you in a thumbs up mood. That's when Shredder come in there. Oh! I love that movie. But all you got to do is like what your boy and myself did. Thumbs up the video, thumbs up the video, thumbs up the video. Let's see here. Welcome to the Now. What's going on? This just goes to show that even people that are celebrities in Hollywood are still having issues with pay. Raw facing something. Right on. Well said. Welcome to the Now. Well said. Thank you for the comment and for being here. But let's go ahead and move on to topic number 4. Hopefully you guys thumbs up the video. Man. I love this. This is great. How's the saying go? Hey, welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? Topic number 4 coming from Variety.com. Good Burger 2 set at Paramount. Kenan Thompson and Kel Mitchell returning. Yes. This is amazing. Guys, if you're watching this via live on the replay, there is a link down to this in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. Let's get into this. Good Burger 2 has officially been greenlit at Paramount Plus, with the original stars returning. The news was revealed on Friday's episode of The Tonight Show, starring Jimmy Fallon. The sequel is the beloved Nickelodeon film will begin production in May, with plans to debut it on Paramount Plus later in 2023. I can't believe it's been a little over 25 years since a great customer service was born at Good Burger, Thompson said in a statement. Being a part of something so many generations of people have come to love has made me so proud, and now to be back where it all began, working on the sequel, is surreal. Love performing with my brother Kel, and I can't wait to show the fans what these characters have been up to since we last seen them. Y'all, I can't wait for this. I love Good Burger. It is the corniest, silliest movie. Mondo Burger, and they put the enhancements in the burger, and they was exploding at the end. I mean, man, it was burgers as big as a car, damn near. They had the secret sauce. It was just stupid, silly fun, man. And I can't wait for this. I can't wait. Good Burger originated as a sketch on the Nickelodeon series All That, in which Mitchell starred Ed, and it was then spun off into a 1997 film. It proved to be a box office success, grossing just under $24 million against a reported budget of $8 million. And yes, guys, I think I was prepared. Did I have a box office for this? Yes. Good Burger, 20, right under 24 million, 23 million, like you said. And this is on Wikipedia. Good Burger. Budget 8.5 million. So 8 times 3 is 24. So it's just right about there at profit land. Where are we at right here? 8 million. It's going to be achieved cult status with Mitchell and Thompson reuniting for a Good Burger sketch on the Tonight Show in 2015. I did not see that. And subsequently stating over the years they were open to a new iteration of the film. Mitchell also appeared as Ed and All That revival series in 2019. I didn't know that as well. Per official logline, the film, Dexter Reed Thompson is down on his luck after another one of his inventions fails. Ed Mitchell welcomes Dex back to Good Burger with open arms and gives him his old job back. With a new crew working at Good Burger, Dex devises a plan to get back on his feet, but unfortunately puts the fate of Good Burger at risk once again. Oh no. Said Mitchell, Ed is one of those timeless characters that has brought so much joy and laughter to fans, and such a beautiful blessing to still be doing it after all these years. It was super awesome to come back and continue the stories of Dex, Ed, and Good Burger. For Dex, Ed, and Good Burger for both the people who grew up watching them as kids. Kevin and Heath, who co-wrote the original film, worked on All That, served as writers and executive producers on the sequel. James Eel is also a writer on the film. Field Trail will direct. Nickelodeon Studios will produce. Production of the movie for Nickelodeon Studios is overseen by Shauna and Zach. Co-written, yada yada. We're still thrilled to take audiences' orders for more laughter and adventures with Good Burger crew, said Tanya, Chief of Programming Officer at Paramount. Good Burger 2 will be a great addition to our 2023 programming slate and is sure to serve up everything that All That fans and new viewers will enjoy. Representation, Good Burger, such beloved, yada yada, new generation. Y'all, this is dope. This is dope. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We are getting a Good Burger sequel. Yes, I'm so happy. I'm looking more forward to this than Secret Wars. Okay, that was not true at all. But who loves orange soda? Yes, I do. Who? Hit the like button, gosh dang it. Yes, what's up, Jasmine? As a 90s baby, this makes me happy. For real, man. I'm like really excited about this. Because I just like silly, stupid stuff. And the Good Burger was all of that and more. Man, I can't wait. Kenan and Kel on my childhood. Yeah. On soda, baby. On soda. LOL. OneTakeBigDog. Have you seen I can't even think of the name. Good Burger. Tyra, if you're watching on replay, I want to comment, man. You excited? Let's see here. LOL. I'd rather Kenan do a Fat Albert 2. Interesting. Rick C 137. Let's go. I'm excited for Good Burger 2. I love the first Good Burger 1, and I can tell I will love Good Burger 2. Right on. Let's do it. Frantic World. Good Burger is a classic. I hope the new movie will be good. Yes, I hope so too. Yes. Why I thought they was gonna say $8 million budget, 100 million at the box office. I got you. Let's see here. I'm also glad to see Kel back as acting. His ex-wife is literally trying to destroy him. Yeah, I hear some rumblings about that, but I didn't look too far into it. I need to. But I'm glad he's coming back for Good Burger 2. It got to be Fanta orange, right. Kel gonna be drinking vegan orange soda. You know how the Hollywood, the Holly people types are now. Man, that would be interesting. But y'all, I'm here for this, man. Screw what the critics say on Rotten Tomatoes. It's only 45 reviews anyway, but it's a 33%. Audience gave it 63. It needs to be 110. But again, guys, I'm excited about this, man. I am. So Good Burger 2 is coming. It's gonna start shooting in May. It will be available on Paramount Plus later on this year. And so if you got a subscription, look forward to that. If not, you may want to get one. And I'm here for it. I'm looking forward to Good Burger 2. Hopefully they get some ideas and McDonald's or some place sells Ed sauce. I cannot wait. But again, guys, if you're watching this via live or on the replay, There's a link down to this in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. My bad. I muted myself, and let me know if you can hear me now. But this next topic, my fault. I got you. This next topic right here, I was saying thank you, Eman, because I did not even know about this until he put it on his show this past Friday. But it's disappointing. Blade Mahershala reportedly demanding changes to MCU script. What the hell is going on? Guys, again, if you're watching this via live or in the replay, there is a link down to this in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. We definitely got to get into this.
Finally, a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary.
All right. I love it. Got a guest backstage. It's been a minute since they've been here. This person has been kicking out these recap shows, these reviews, live streams, all of that. Doing an amazing job, but glad to have him in today. Coming to the stage.
You call. I'm gonna clean you out again.
Welcome, I'm Lando Calrissian. I'm the administrator of this facility.
Wookiees stand out in the crowd. It's good to see you too, old buddy.
We had each other.
Hold on, Chewie.
Yes, it is Elliot with Movie Files, aka Lando Calrissian, keeping us safe from all the swarms, from the Galactic Empire, from bad DC movies, from all of that, man. Welcome, Elliot. How are you doing today, sir?
Good, man. Good. You know, I was fighting this virus or something these last few days, man, but trying to get back to good health and joining you today to have a good time, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, man, for being here. I do appreciate it. And I'm sorry that you were sick, man. Ill. That sucks ass, man, being sick. But you know, hopefully you're on the farther end of it, you know, getting back to 100%. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for being here. Been a minute, bro. I missed you. You know,
yeah, man. We since the Last of Us, the beginning of The Last of Us, so a couple months. You know, of course, we did the Ant-Man spoiler discussion and the Triangle of Sadness. But as far as the live stream, it's been a minute. But I'm glad to be back, man.
But yeah, I'm glad too. Y'all, of course, this is Elliot with Movie Files. If this is your first time here and you did not know, if you love what he has to say, as well as myself, you can follow him on social media. His handle is on the screen. Also, his information is in the description box of this video. And like always, he is on my channel tab right there, second row, far left. This is what this brother channel looks like. He is creeping on up to that 50,000 subscribers. So show him some love. He has some great content for Swarm. I just saw this today, bro. You're live. You got scheduled for tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I cannot wait. And also earlier today, guys, he did an epic DCEU tier list for all of the 13 DCEU films. Yeah. And so after you watch me today, you know, go back and check out the replay because you know, he did an amazing job. And so yeah,
appreciate it.
Of course. But speaking about comic book films, man, I know you was talking about DC earlier today, but we're gonna talk about a little bit of Marvel, you know. Got this is topic number 5 from the direct. Blade Mahershala reportedly demanding changes to the MCU script. Elliot, what's going on, bro? This sucks right here, bro. The 2-time Academy Award winning actor is demanding changes. I mean, one of the writers was already fired, and they brought in some new people, and I thought everything was a-okay. I'm like, all right, we good now. But apparently that's not the case here. And I don't know. I haven't read this yet because I want to be surprised as well. But let's go ahead and get into this. And Elliot, I cannot wait for your commentary. Insider Jeff Snyder, who is a good insider, shared a new insight into Mahershala Ali's request for the Blade script in an appearance on the Hot Mic podcast. Snyder explained that Ali is heavily involved with Blade's story process, so much that he has demanded script changes. He has demanded script changes all the time in recent months. Ali, who propelled the project into development after meeting with Marvel Studios in 2019, allegedly feels that Blade is his movie. And has thus worked to infuse his vision into the story and direction. But could this also be for the best? Also, Ali is a proven creative genius, having won not one, but 2 times Academy Awards. This comes at a time when Marvel Studios President Kevin Feige has reportedly become worn thin, overseeing dozens of projects at once, and while putting out fires with this movie and across the rest of the MCU. Oh, Elliot. I mean, this is not what I want to hear.
Right.
When it comes to any comic book movie, let alone MCU, because I love my DC, but you know, Marvel is king for me personally. But not just that, Blade, a black man, you know, a lead. I want this to be the best ever. You know, I want this to be better than Winter Soldier, better than Iron Man 1, better than Infinity War, Avengers, you know, all that stuff. So it kind of it makes me uncomfortable. But at the same time, we also have this one quote right here that he feels that Blade is his movie that could be good because he's so passionate and just wants it to be great. Or it could be the side to where he's arrogant, thinking that he's I'm finna say Vince McMahon, Vin Diesel, you know, in the Fast series and stuff. So how are you feeling about this, man? Is it good news? Is it bad news? Are you worried, or you think everything gonna be okay?
Man, I'm torn, man, because I think on the positives you just mentioned, the idea that a 2-time Academy Award winning actor who, you know, to be in all fairness, this is probably the biggest. There's obviously been talent all across the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Chadwick Boseman, Cate Blanchett, Tilda Swinton, Benedict Cumberbatch. I mean, there's some great actors across the board, but I don't know if there's been an actor to this cliche that's going to have their own titled project. Of course, like I just mentioned, all those actors are kind of fitting within the MCU. I think Mahershala's like, hey, I know y'all like to hire, you know, come up with the IPs and then bring in an actor to fit around the IP. I'm an actor I want you to work around me, work around my talents, work around my sensibilities. So it might come off a little egotistic, but I think it's the right type of mentality you need to have for a character that does demand so much attention. I mean, this is Blade, y'all. I mean, they did thing with Black Panther, you know, with, you know, the highs and lows of the most recent one. Still, regardless, the IP is still strong, but Blade is something that we've only seen on the screen, you know, obviously with Wesley Snipes 3 times, but it's been so many years since we got in those films. And this is one of those things that's making me a little bit nervous about the MCU, is that they still haven't gathered the idea and come around to the idea that when the MCU started in 2008, let's just say little Timmy was, you know, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. But now Timmy, that's 15 years ago. Timmy's a grown ass man now. He needs the Marvel has yet to really fully embrace the adult side of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I think there's a clash there where Mahershala Ali's like, yo, we got vampires, we got blood, we got some supernatural elements. We really need to dive into this lore. And if it requires some mature content, we need to hit those highs. But of course, it's Disney and Bob Iger's. Now I know that's your boy, but we know Bob Iger is very friendly adult, like he's very family friendly. He's not as mature adult friendly. So I don't know if there's some clashing going on there. So again, it makes me happy that someone is having the passion to be like, no, I'm not going to just do a mediocre paint by numbers formulaic movie. I want to bring some flair, some funk, and some badass nature to the Marvel Cinematic Universe and his character. But then it makes me nervous, the fact that he has to do all this stuff. We haven't heard any actor having this hell that he's going through, many different directors, so many different scripts, him almost leaving the project. We haven't heard that in Marvel. You know, I am a DC guy, but that's more of a DC issue behind the scenes, more so than Marvel. So I'm torn, man. But hey, I'm hoping that they can make it happen because we need Blade. We need Blade in the MCU tomorrow.
Yes, we definitely need it more than anything else. A shout out to Miss Harper, you know, OG moderator in the building. How you doing, ma'am? Thank you for being here. For one, just to reply to your last statement, we need Blade. We do. It needs to be great, especially because I'm just so disappointed with how the Black Panther franchise has turned out. Of course, it's nobody's fault that Chadwick passed away, but it's just so much death in that series. And I've said before, I want the rest of the Black Panther lore, whether it's a Disney Plus show and or movies, to be great. I just don't have the confidence right now. And so Blade is as popular or even more popular than Black Panther. So we need that to come through and knock it out the park. You also spoke on Bob Iger. Now, that is my boy, and you are correct in everything you said. The only great thing that Bob Chapek did, I only give him credit for one thing, is he allowed mature content to be on Disney Plus with the login, whatever, parental controls.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for him, Daredevil, Punisher, all those X-rated kind of MA content is on there because of him. Yeah.
So if Bob Iger was never left, I don't think that would have happened.
I agree.
So that's on the positive. Another great thing is we know that Deadpool is coming out. We know that that's going to be rated R. And so depending on how that's going to do is going to set the stage for another R-rated property, which is Blade. I mean, you can't have no, that just doesn't work. And I think, and also just to speak on rated R content, since the Punisher is coming in as well, I honestly think that it is going to be a-okay. I'm not worried about it. I really have zero doubts. The reason why is, I don't think it's going to be as violent as the Netflix show to where he's beating somebody's head, smashing it in with a car door. It doesn't even have to be that violent. I'm not even asking for that, but it still needs to have some violence. And so I think that, with Deadpool, and also John Bartha, he accepted the role, and he said in an interview, like, look, I will come back, but I'm not going to come back if y'all are going to water it down. Right. And I believe him. And so
he's a stand-up guy that doesn't play around with no BS. So I agree with you.
So with him saying that, and also Deadpool going to be R, and I think the R thing is not an issue. But now again, some people may feel that it's egotistical. But this was reported. This project is going off the ground because of him. Right. He's the one that went to Marvel. I mean, he has the clout, he has the recognition. He is probably, other than Samuel Jackson, who's already in MCU, I can't really think of another Black star in Hollywood right now that is bigger than Samuel, Mahershala Ali, maybe Jamie Foxx.
Oh, like within, you talking about just Hollywood landscape?
Just Hollywood. Like, who has what Black actors in Hollywood right now? Who has the biggest landscape or the biggest pool? Lawrence Fishburne was already in the MCU. Don Cheadle is already there.
Right, of course, Will Smith.
Will Smith, but he's kind of in trouble right now.
Yeah,
Denzel. I don't think he's gonna be popping up in the MCU. Yeah. So I mean, and those are legends, man. That's been, you know what I'm saying. So I can't think of anybody else. So I don't know. If we look at his filmography, I love Swan Song. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, beautiful.
Very, very great. And he ain't doing nothing else.
So he's been trapped in his Blade world, man. And that's another thing. It's like he's an actor at the end of the day. So it's like this Blade being such an inconvenience. Yes, it's an opportunity, obviously, but at the same time, he has a career that he wants to branch off. Like, I don't think he just wants to be Blade for the next 10 years. I still think he wants to build his legacy. So this is halting other projects. So yeah, true.
Well, we're gonna see, y'all. We're gonna see. Like Elliot said, I'm torn. I heard some good things about. I mean, you can flip it on the good side, bad side. We're just gonna have to see. And so I'm nervous, but whether you're watching this via live or on the replay, please let us know how you feel. I am really eager to go through these comments and see what everything is about. What's going on, Obang? It's been a minute. I ain't seen your name in a while, So, and I also, if all else fails, if he walks, which I hope doesn't happen, I'm very confident that Wesley Snipes will come back. Hey, he left. You want to come back? So.
That train is gone, B. We already talk about how, no ageism here, but we already talked about how Mahershala is almost pushing 50. Man, Wesley Snipes in his 60, and this is a living vampire that shouldn't be aging. So it's like, if you get Wesley in there, it's a one and done. It's going to be a one project for him. But I don't think that would.
Well, maybe, but you know, I mean, they do have the de-age and stuff, but that's a lot of bread. That's not just cheap. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
y'all let us know what you think, because we're dying to know. Topic number 6, sticking with Marvel, and I almost forgot about this. Elliot, X-Men 97. What's going on? Right. I wish I had the I don't have any music. I wish I did, but
Tough, you did. You know, YouTube. Gank.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Man. Disney's this is coming from direct.com. Topic number 7. Disney Plus's X-Men reboot first plot details officially announced. Ellie, when's the last time you watched this?
When I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
It's been a minute.
I binged it 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I had surgery done on my eyes, and so I couldn't work I was on medical leave for like 5-6 months.
Oh,
and
wow.
So just at home, I binge watched the whole thing, and I remember the plot like it was yesterday. And this is going to be picking up right where it left off, and
Gotcha.
I'm excited about that.
Nice.
The Mayos, go ahead.
No, I'm saying that's nice that they continue that continuity. That's dope.
Oh yeah. The Mayo started out by revealing that the X-Men will be experiencing a wave of increased sympathy towards mutants and understanding. Interesting. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything important. No, I didn't. Okay. Wait. The writer previously told there is such an earnestness to all the characters. Okay, no, I didn't. Okay, we're going to be picking up about several months after Professor X left Earth after being shot by Henry Gyrich. And he had to return to the Shi'ar homeworld to be with Lilandra. And what ends up happening is that the assassination attempt has led the wave of increased sympathy towards mutants and understanding. Now, before I go any further, if you don't remember, I think it was like 6 or 7 seasons, the last episode of this 90s, one of the best series of all time, there was a conference, and Professor X was sick. He was having some mental breakdown, going crazy, trying to talk to people across the galaxy, Lilandra with the Shi'ar. And there was a conference, and they were still working on the human and mutant relations. Magneto showed up, and he was like, hey, man, humans and mutants been beefing all this time. You know, let's shake and get along. I don't want to fight no more. I don't want to be a bad guy. I don't want to leave bad. Let's just get along. And everybody was like, yeah, let's get along. But then this evil guy that hated mutants just was like, he was basically like, no, F that, I hate you. And tried to like attack him or like another mutant right after the last minute. And Magneto was pissed. He was like, this is BS. I am tired of this. I am trying to bury the hatchet, and you still have this gentleman trying to fight me. I think he was like, I'm going to kill everybody. But then somebody was like, no, Magneto, please do not do that. We need you to help send some type of magnetic brainwave across the galaxy so we can help save Charles' life. So Magneto was at a crossroad in the last episode. Okay, am I going to kill the humans and take them out and be bad some more, or help Charles Xavier? And then he decided to help Charles Xavier, and they did some type of mental telepathy thing, and then they cut the credits, and that was the end. And so now,
any of that.
And so apparently that's where this is going to pick up.
Gotcha.
He pointed out that the team weren't expecting this type of public reaction as they asked themselves, what does our future hold for us? Causing Cyclops and Storm to step up and be the team leaders. And things are, despite the friends of humanity still having the mullets and getting all up in it, things are really starting to look up for mutants. And this is going to kind of come to a head and leads our X-Men to say, what does our future hold for us? We weren't expecting this, and you're going to have Cyclops and Storm really wanting to carry on the dream. And they've recruited Morph and Bishop to actually become full-time members of the team. Other X-Men like Jean and the how did they type this? Other X-Men like Jean and the won't they couple Gambit and Rogue are starting to begin to question. Maybe there is a life. We've been fighting for this life of acceptance. We can just go out there and enjoy it for once, maybe. And then, of course, somebody shows up who shouldn't show up, and it's Magneto, who's also kind of feeling like, Professor X, he did a solid for mutant kind. I'm going to try and walk in his footsteps. I'm going to try to be a force for good for mutant kind. The writer concluded, sharing one of the biggest questions superheroes will ask themselves: embrace the future. But then, of course, as the X-Men and the kind of looking at the future, and we're going to be talking a lot about this. How do you face the future? How do the X-Men do what they've been telling humanity to do for decades, which is embrace the future? If I keep going, because I don't want to reach out to death, I thought I read somewhere that Sinister may be coming back. Yeah, thankfully the same event. Barmore also revealed that one day key villains in the revival will be Mr. Sinister, aka Nathaniel Essex. So he hasn't gone anywhere. And so yeah, man, that's the plot that's going to be coming up for X-Men 97. I can't wait. Elliot, passing it to you, does that excite you or not really? How you feeling about that?
Yeah, no, again, I was loved this series as a kid. I kind of, again, the finale, I don't even think I even made it to the finale because I was more so, being a DC fan, watching, Batman animated, Justice League, Unlimited, all that stuff. So I don't remember it as much, but I'll probably revisit it. They're quick episodes. They're like 23, 21-minute episodes. Some of them are a little bit longer. So it's not like a bunch of heavy work to catch up with it. So I'll probably binge it and just, remember a lot of stuff that I've forgotten since I was a kid. My only, and I'm not even really concerned because we're seeing both Marvel and DC do this, but I am very curious since this is technically Marvel's first MCU, Marvel Studios getting their hands on a pre-existing X-Men property before we get, the MCU version of the X-Men. If people are going to fall in love with this, adaptation and this revival versus, okay, so when's the new X-Men? Where are the live action? So I'm just very curious on like the fan demand, if this is as fire as it was back in the 90s, if it's going to make people just as more, impatient for the live action of the MCU version of these characters. I'm really interested to see that dynamic of like, and then what if one's better? What if the animated is better than what the MCU gives us or vice versa? I'm just really interested to see the conversation around X-Men on small form and on the big screen.
I think you may have touched on this before. Do you think they're going to like merge the two, like maybe at the end of season 1 or 2 of this 97, it's going to transform into the live action or something?
That we talked about that a while ago. I don't remember what the topic was, but I know it was multiversal situations. What if we do see these animated characters? Because the whole conversation is like, okay, how are they going to bring in the X-Men? Charles and Magneto's relationship has to be established. We can't have new actors being brought in and just assume we know everything. So that's where I was like, yeah, if they brought in anime, you already got the history is already there. So that would be interesting if they did that. Brought in the animation to live action, or at least some of the characters just to kind of have already establishment. So, but we'll see.
I think it's probably obvious to everybody, but I think Secret Wars is going to open up all of that.
Oh yeah,
different universes crossing with different timelines. Remember the post-credit scene or the mid-credit scene for Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness? He hooked up with a old girl. She's like, "There's an incursion," and they went. So that could be the start of it. Who knows? Also, in this article, it mentions the Shi'ar. I'm not like a comic expert when it comes to this, but you know how the Infinity Stones work. It only works in the universe it was created. And like every universe has their own set of Infinity Stones. There's some type of crystal that can work in like all of them, like in every universe or something. Like it's like the Infinity Stone, but for the whole multiverse. I think I could be wrong. Gotcha. And so since they mentioned in the Shi'ar, that could be that could come up as well. So I don't know. We're just gonna have to see, but I'm excited about it. So and I had this right here. I don't know when, but maybe summer of this year we're gonna get this.
The slate right now of Marvel is just kind of all over the place. Like we were supposed to have Secret Invasion by now. Loki is now like late summer, and and then of course the Marvels got delayed. So hey, take your time, Marvel. I ain't impatient. Take your time. Yeah,
take your time. What's up, Jaren? Take your time. I think you're right. The M-Quan crystal, that sounds about right. So I could be wrong. But again, guys, if you're watching this via live on the replay, there's a link to this down in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. All right, we have 3 topics left. The rest of those are going to be Elliot's favorite, talking about DC Comics.
Finally, a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary.
But before we do, we have a guest backstage. It's been a minute. I'm so happy to bring them on. This is my brother from another mother. He is the prince of the legendary warrior race. Coming to the stage. Yes, that's my boy, Mr. OneTakeBigDog. Oh man, that audio though, we gotta
listen. Hold on. Before I even got on, I was testing out my mic, and like I just recorded a 30-minute YouTube video, and it had a ring in it the whole time. That's before I couldn't see if it worked without the headphones until I got on. So give me 1 second, because if it don't work, we might have to postpone this.
That's cool. That's cool. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. I'm gonna mute you for now because there's a lot of static, you know. But we're gonna move on to this topic number 6 right here, talking about this DC. And yeah, man, this is not good, but this was kind of predictable. With what's going on with this box office. Oh, Elliot, man. Coming, what's the topic number 7? Coming from Variety. Box office, Shazam, Fear of the Gods stumbles with $30 million opening weekend. God dang, that's awful trash. Y'all, if you're watching this via live or the replay, there's a link down to this in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. Shazam, the magic word at the box office. Well, Shazam wasn't the magic word at the box office this weekend. Shazam, Fear of the Gods opened number 1 in North America, not saying much, but the Warner Brothers DC sequel fell short of expectations with a disappointing $30.5 million from 4,000 locations. Heading into the weekend, the film was expected to collect 35 to 40 million, which is not good, which already wasn't all that spectacular, which I just said, since it cost north of 110 million to make and another 100 million to market. Whoa, we got the marketing budget, Elliot. We normally don't get that. It's a substantial drop from the 2019's films that opened to 53.5 million and ended with a box office run of 140 domestically and 366 million worldwide. So yeah, man, that's no bueno right there. I posted my review for the film. Elliot did too. At the international box office, Shazam added 35 million from 77 markets. Global start at 65 million. It's sort of a start. There's no other way to put it, says Sean Robbins, chief analyst at Box Office Pro. Comic book films are steadily showing that without an event level hook, it's difficult to live up to its predecessors' performances. I don't know how I feel about that. Reviews and word of mouth will not help. They got a B+ cinema score. Yeah, that's right there. Shazam, Fear of the Gods, B+. Also, let me get rid of that. Let's see here. It holds a 53% on Rotten Tomatoes and a dramatic decline from the original's 90s average. So I had that as well. If we look at the first Shazam, 90% from the critics, 82 from the audience, and this one right here, 53 from the critics, 87 from the audience. So it both went down. Also, this first film, $100 million budget. And the rule of 3 times, but it's doing doo-doo. And also, y'all, look at this. The first film, the budget was 100 million. So if the budget was 100 million, which is, it says right here 3 times, but for the sequel on 125, it needs to make 375 minimum worldwide, Elliot. And I don't think that's gonna do that, man.
Yeah.
So Elliot, man,
yeah, man.
How you feeling about this, bro? Is this the end of Zachary Levi as Shazam, or you think they're gonna bring him back, or what do you make about all these box office numbers?
Well, I'll tackle the first question. Zachary Levi coming back to reprise his role in the new DCU. I think it's dead on arrival. I don't think he's coming back, unfortunately, or fortunately for some. I just think it's a time. You know, I think Shazam has proven for the first one and definitely the second one, some characters like a Shazam, you might do one film, but I don't know if you necessarily need sequels to continue their stories. And especially the way, you know, the whole Black Adam of it all, that we wouldn't able to see those two characters. Like, that's just so weird to not see Black Adam and Shazam cross paths. And a lot can be said about the Rock of it all, and just, you know, just terrible handling of it all. But yeah, I don't think we will see Zachary Levi back in the role. And number one, I think for a couple different reasons, but in particularly in this most recent film, not to get too deep into like reviewing Shazam, but I just think Zachary Levi, fun, energetic, a lot of charisma. You know, seems like a good guy. I don't think he is the right fit for the version of Shazam they were trying to tell, because I still, after two films, can understand why Zachary Levi and Astra Angel weren't in the same room to have chemistry, because I have no idea why Shazam is so opposite from Billy Batson. Like, I don't understand why the kid is more of an adult than an adult version of himself. It's baffling to me, and I think there's a huge disconnect from those two actors. Not necessarily, you know, saying that they're bad acting, because I think Shazam is a cool character and Zachary Levi plays up to the kid of it all, but it doesn't match the kid that he's portraying, which is just so weird. And also it goes to the Ari Aster, or not Ari Aster, but Astra Angel. I think that they casted him too old. He has that Stranger Things issue where he's growing up way too quick. Like, my man's 18, looking 25 in the most recent film. So, and just to sum it up, man, I think that they need to reboot the character. And number one, cast a new Shazam, but also probably cast a younger version of Billy Batson so he can grow into the role and play to the younger versions of what they were trying to do with Shazam. So, yeah, man, it's not looking good. I know my man, Big Dog, he's going to have a lot to say about it. I know Shazam favorite, so I'm very excited to see what he has to say about this.
Yeah.
And what to do with this character, man.
Yeah, you made a good point about that. Because I have to be honest, when I first saw the first Shazam, I liked it a lot. I own it on Blu-ray 4K.
Yeah, man.
And it was great. It was dark too. I didn't like the sequel as much, but it wasn't trash. I think I gave it a 6.5 out of 10, which is still passing. But I never thought about that their characters are so different, but that's so true. And so that's weird. And I do wish that Billy Batson was younger. I saw your live you did earlier today, of course. I think you brought up that this was kind of your introduction to the Shazam character, because it was for me the Superman Shazam versus the Return of Black Adam, that short animated film.
Yeah.
I wish Billy Batson was that age that he was in this, you know, maybe 13 years old or something like that. And so I didn't hate. I really liked the first Shazam. Made money. This sequel is not, unfortunate. We'll see what the drop is next week, but those you know, cinema score and
John Wick is coming out.
it's gonna tank big time, and that's a good movie. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not mad at them if they reboot. But this sucks. OneTakeBigDog, how you feeling about all this, man? And I don't even know how you feel about the movie too. So yeah, give us a little short review if you don't mind as well.
I don't know what my audio like. I think it's bad. I'm good.
It's better than what it was.
Oh, okay. I didn't know I was gonna get to talk. I thought I was just gonna be down here doing thumbs up and thumbs down the whole time. I enjoyed the film though. I really did. Now I'm right there with Elliot though. There is a disconnect between Billy Batson and Shazam, and you see that like throughout both films. I don't quite understand why, because Billy he's a chiseled kid, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like Zachary Levi should have played more to that. And like, even though I do like his Shazam, it does feel more gleeful than how Billy acts at times, and more childlike. And the first one I gave it a pass. I'm like, maybe he feels more at freedom when he turns into an adult, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But during the second film, I'm just like, okay, no, that there's I felt it more in the second one, you know what I'm saying? But overall I still like it, because I think I enjoyed the characters more than anything. I do feel like we should have had more of the children in the forefront rather than the adults. I don't know why they went that route. I was afraid of that when I first saw it to begin with, because I was just like, why is all the promotional material with the adults instead of the children? But I guess maybe they wanted to settle out those actors. And then the villains were basic, but I still thought they was pretty like badass and whatnot. So yeah, overall, I still really enjoyed the film. I had a fun time with it. I think Jack Dylan Grazer is like the heart of that film and like really holds things together. And I really love Rachel Zegler as well. But like, yeah, And my biggest thing, this isn't surprising to me. I've talked about this multiple times, how I really want this film to succeed. The biggest thing though is that you have this property and when a kid turns into an adult, and I kind of feel like your marketing material just like every other marketing material for every other movie. You just put out trailers and you did nothing creative at all. I damn near wish they would have called me. I was like, I can give you a million ideas on how to get this trending virally and how to get word of mouth out about this film. Your first job, you did well. You made a good film. I thought more people was gonna discover the first film and be excited for the second one. But if you have the second one come out and your promotional material is ass, you're not gonna get anything done. And I kind of feel like the marketing material didn't kick up to the very last month, and the only thing they did was put out more trailers and more clips from the film. That is what a studio
Spoilers.
Yes, that's what a studio does when they have no idea what to do with a film.
Yep.
So it's disappointing, but it's also expected. Once again, sorry about that audio, y'all.
Are you good? You good, man? You good, man? But check that private chat out. The thing I sent in the private chat.
Okay.
Message I sent, but yeah, man. This is not looking good for Shazam: Fury of the Gods. I'm assuming that it's probably gonna be at the very least like a 70% drop next week.
Yeah,
and that's
not more.
This movie may not make
Ant-Man numbers again.
Yeah, it may not even make 100 million globally. That's it's at 65 now globally.
Yeah.
So this is it's not looking good. It's just
listen, not to play devil's advocate or make excuses, but I will admit, even though I'm super excited for the future of DC, it doesn't help the cause that there is a new regime and there's a whole new DC universe being set up in the next calendar year. I'm not a fan or go into the idea of like, well, I'm not going to watch it because it's not going to build anything. Well, why even see movies at all if that's the case? Because there's a bazillion movies that it's not going to have sequels or trilogies or spinoffs. You see a film to see a film. But again, I can understand the sentiment of some of that to a certain extent, but it didn't help the box office. The people just like, I don't care. I'll just wait to the new James Gunn, new Superman, new Batman, Wonder Woman, and Shazam. I'll watch that when they get that sorted out. So it didn't help the cause that people are just kind of in flux with where's the DC going.
Yeah. Well, guys, there you have it, man. Shazam is doing more than stumbling at the box office. It's crashing and burning, and Beerus is destroying it from existence.
It got struck by lightning.
Yeah.
It's Shazam to that box office.
Yeah, it's just awful. It's just awful. And so yeah, so we'll just have to see. But again, guys, if you're watching this via live on the replay, there's a link down to it in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. All right, well, we got 2 topics left, and we stand on DC. This breaks my heart, but yeah, it looks like your boy Ben Affleck that is going to be, or that will be appearing this summer in The Flash in June for Batman. It may be his last time coming through, and that's really unfortunate. When James Gunn and Peter Safran were announced as the co-creators for co-CEOs, excuse me, for the new DCU, Safran business, James Gunn directing. And we're going to be talking about him next and what he's going to be doing. Everybody was like, what's up with Ben Affleck as Batman? We like him. He's a great director. Won an Oscar for, was it Argo, a number of years ago. The man knows what the hell he's doing in front and behind the camera. We know he's passionate about Batman. We know he knows his stuff. What's the deal? Well, hey, we want him to direct. We don't know yet, but we want him to direct something at DC. Made sense to me. Okay, let him do a Batman movie, I mean, and then they make the announcement, a Batman Brave and the Bold, with the whole Batman. I'm like, hell, mother effing yes, let's do this. Get Ben Affleck as the character. He can direct this mug, perfect, But your boy said absolutely not in a recent interview, man, and this pisses me off. And so this is a long article right here from the Hollywood Reporter. Of course, we're not going to go over it all, but just right here, real quick. So if DC came to you and said, do you want to direct something? I would not direct something for James Gunn, DC. Absolutely not. I have nothing against James Gunn. Nice guy. Sure, he's going to do a great job. I just wouldn't want to go in and direct in the way they're doing that. I'm not interested in that. What? Man, what I don't know what to think about this. Like, it doesn't, I don't get it. And he kind of just goes through on like how horrible the situation was prior to James Gunn getting there. But I'm like, bro, you got a whole new CEO, co-CEO, a whole new regime, man. That he still don't want to be a part of this. Elliot, how do you feel about this? Or you think he's still tricking us and he's still part of this franchise in some way?
This is tough, man, because I've read most of that article. And we talked about it months ago, and I've always been in the camp that this man has said numerous times, and again in this article, that this character and playing this character almost put him 6 feet under. Now he obviously came into the role with a little bit of drama, well, not drama, but personal issues with divorce and alcoholism, and it made matters worse, especially with the not successful aspects of BVS and Justice League and everything that went on with Zack Snyder behind the scenes. So it wasn't a good experience. So I've always been just the same way I feel about Zack Snyder. Just continue to do what you do best outside of the DC universe. You had your time to shine. Now it's time to move on. So I can understand that, but it does make me a little worried when he specifically says the James Gunn, what they're doing sounds very like, whoa, what the hell are they doing? What do you know, Mr. Ben Affleck, who's very candid, by the way. I love when actors and people of the stature are very upfront and very transparent about things. So yeah, it makes me a little bit curious on what exactly he saw that was just like, oh, I don't want to be anywhere near this. Or is it just more or less like, I don't want to be anywhere near this because of what happened to me? I got burnt before. This isn't the first superhero character he played in his career, with Daredevil being the first one, and that didn't turn out well. So I think he said, you know what? I'm not going to be like Jared Leto and fail a Joker and do Morbius and, look horrendous out in these streets. I think he sees the writing on the wall. And I respect. I know, Brandon, it's one of my favorite versions of the Batman character. But I think it's just sometimes you got to just walk away. And you got to do something else with your life and not stress and kill yourself over certain things that might not come to fruition. So I think it's good on him to move on and not chase this aspect of Batman and see a brighter side of things. So we'll see.
Okay. I slightly disagree because I'm just in the mindset of like, if they're letting you do whatever you want to do, what you want to do, I just don't understand how it can be stressful. Like, you only got to report to 2 people. I don't know. One take. Where you at on this, man?
I think it's one of those situations where he didn't want to fall into that certain umbrella, to where it's kind of like they technically still have a plain universe out. I think if Ben Affleck were to direct a Batman film, he would have wanted to be something like Matt Reeves, to where it's like it's in his own contained universe, and where he could like create something exactly how he wanted to be. I think even with Marvel films, and I do feel like they get a director some freedom, but they still have to play inside a certain box and do certain things. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that's what Ben Affleck wanted to do. I think he kind of wanted to do, if he was to do any DC film whatsoever, I think it'd be one of the DC Black. What is it?
Oh, the Elseworld.
Elseworld.
Yeah.
I think it would have been something like that. But I don't think he wants to do anything inside of this cinematic universe that they're building. And I can understand that, though, honestly.
Man, I mean, I don't know. I still can't.
B is
yeah, it just
like, come back.
I know, bro. It's like I know he wanted to do the Batman versus Deathstroke. Yeah, and all that, and man, that would be cool as hell. I know y'all saw the clip online with them fighting at the warehouse with all the containers and stuff. Like, oh god, if we can get that, like, was that from a video game or something?
Yeah, that was from Batman Origins.
Man, if we can get that, and we remember at the end of the Justice League, or with the Snyder Cut or whatever, like how raw old dude looked, like, bruh, like you're gonna be having me like this in the theater, like, oh god, like. But I think he can still do that with Brave and the Bold. I really hope they're pulling our leg here. I really do. But
I mean, to be fair, I heard Ben Affleck say he wasn't going to ever don the cape and cowl again in 2017. And fast forward to him doing reshoots to Zack Snyder's Justice League in his backyard, to now he's going to be in The Flash come this summer. And he was on the set of Aquaman. It was a picture of him and Jason Momoa on the set of Aquaman. So, you know, he's married. He has a new chance on life with J-Lo. Never say never. So and we never thought that Zack Snyder was going to have his Zack Snyder's Justice League come out. So listen, it's Hollywood. We've seen crazier things. So it might not be an immediate, I want to work with this chapter of James Gunn, what they're trying to do. There's like Big Dog said, there's other chapters, there's other Elseworlds, there's other stories they can tell in 5 or 10 years. So you never know, B, but it might not be tomorrow.
That was a great point, because I have to say a lot of things, but you know, I think when those trucks start rolling around and those brick trucks start rolling around and they get in those rooms and checks start getting signed, you know, things change up a little bit.
Just cast J-Lo as his Catwoman and Matt Damon as his Alfred. Maybe he'll do it.
Yeah, you know, feed him some breakfast in bed, J-Lo, and talk some sweet nothings in his ear. And baby, I'll do some extra if you know. I mean, why not? I wouldn't be mad at it. You know what I'm saying? But you guys let us know what you think. If you're watching this via live or a replay, it's the Hollywood Reporter. Link for you to read at your own leisure in the description box below. Well, guys, we have one topic left. And there was so much speculation online about, who's going to direct this movie. Who is going to direct Superman? And like you, Elliot, I'm kind of behind on my animated films. I still need to watch the... there was the DC animated film where like Apocalypse beat everybody. Not Apocalypse beat everybody. That don't make sense. Darkseid beat everybody. And that new god or the old god Triton came in and they was boxing and all that.
Apocalypse War?
Yeah. Well, you think I'm trying to talk shit or something?
No, I'm saying, have you watched it?
Oh no, yeah, I've watched it. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched that. Okay. But when they rebooted it, the next DC animated films was a newer Superman. Like Superman, I haven't seen that. Is what I'm gonna get at. But yeah, it's cool. I own it on Blu-ray. I'm proud of that. It's part of the collection. So I still got to check that out. And every time I hear this new James Gunn Superman, that's what I think of. And so that's kind of what I'm modeling off of, even though I haven't seen it. But James Gunn, he announced his slate, his chapter 1, Superman Legacy, but nobody knew who was going to be directing the film. But now we know. Last topic of the day, topic number 9, coming from the Hollywood Reporter, James Gunn to direct Superman Legacy. The DC Studios co-head is helming from his own script, with the film looking to cast a new Clark Kent. I wish all these ads would get out of the way. Superman Legacy will be the first big screen feature of the Gunn Safran era. Warner Brothers has the project dated for July of 2025, which is a little over 2 years away. So they should be going into filming starting next summer. It focuses on Superman balancing his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing. He is the embodiment of truth, justice, and the American way. He is kindness in a world that thinks that kindness is old-fashioned. Safran told reporters in late January. On Wednesday, Gunn explained that he hesitated to take on the movie, even though he was offered the character before ultimately taking on Suicide Squad for Warner's. I initially said no because I didn't have a way in that felt unique and fun and emotional that gave Superman the dignity he deserved. Then a bit less than a year ago, I saw a way in many ways centered around Superman's heritage, how both his aristocratic Kryptonian parents and his Kansas farmer parents inform who he is and the choices he makes. Even after deciding to write, he was hesitant to direct, explained the filmmaker. Just because I write something doesn't mean I feel it in my bones, visually and emotionally enough to spend over 2 years directing it, especially not something of this magnitude. It is Superman. But the long and the short of it, I love this script, and I'm incredibly excited to begin this journey. Dun, dun, dun. Superman Legacy will mark Gunn's first time directing an A-list superhero. He made a name of himself taking relatively unknown characters such as Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy and turning them into household names, and D-list DC characters such as Polka Dot Man, King Shark from the Suicide Squad, also Peacemaker. OneTakeBigDog, I'm coming to you first this time, man. Does this get you excited that James Gunn is going to be directing this, or would you rather somebody else do it? How do you feel, sir?
I absolutely love that he's directing this. One is he wrote the script, and I kind of feel like he has a certain connection to it, and I kind of feel like he knew that he would be the best person to bring this character or this vision he has for this character to life. You just talked about it. He brought characters that were obscure characters that people a lot of people didn't really know too much about. I knew nothing about the Guardians. Now I'm in love with the Guardians. The way he did the Suicide Squad with those characters, completely unlikable characters, made you love them. I love Ratcatcher too. I'm ready to see her in something else. And then you take a piece of garbage character like Peacemaker and give him a series and make you get emotional for that character, knock that whole thing completely out the park. Now you're taking one of the most beloved characters in Superman, who people already love, and you're just making people love him more. That's literally what you just make people love all. And then one of the quotes, I can't quite remember verbatim what you just said. I think it's one of the first quotes you had. It was like, he's kind in a world that no longer believes in kindness.
Mm-hmm.
That
says
really,
old fashioned.
Yeah, that right there really gets me, because it's like I don't never think Superman needed to change for what the world was becoming. I think him being himself and being true to like who he is and what he felt like the world should be was always one of the best parts about Superman. You know what I'm saying? That sweet, kind person, and like I think kindness and generosity, overshine like whatever the world is changed to, and I think the world will always need that. And getting it from somebody who literally can destroy the planet, like lets you know, like, okay, if he can do it, so can I. This guy don't have to take anything that the world is giving to him, but he does. He's Djimon wants to be a good person, like an alien being the most human out of all of us. So I love that. So like I said, man, James Gunn has made us fall in love with characters that we didn't know. Giving him a character that's beloved amongst all, and seeing whatever his vision is for that, I can't wait to see it. I'm so happy about this announcement. I think it's going to be great, and I really and another thing I just wanted to mention: a lot of times in these James Gunn properties, like Guardians or Suicide Squad, he's focused on multiple characters. It's always like ensembles. This is a singular story about just Superman. Superman's the lead. The focus is on him. So all that extra stuff that can go to other people is going to Superman. So yeah, I think I love it. I love the announcement.
Yeah, man. I love that. I love your commentary. Michael Marblood agrees as well. Big Dog spot on with everything he's saying. Yep. Yeah, man. I love having OneTakeBigDog on, especially when it's DC, because he's so damn excited. You can tell One Take excited because he'd be talking fast, like he on a time or something. Like, I only got 45 seconds. I'm like, slow down, bro. You know what I'm saying? We can talk as long as you want, but I love it though. I feel you, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Elliot, coming to you, bro. How you feeling about this, man? Are you happy he's directing this, or would you rather somebody else do it?
Yeah, he's Big Dog said it perfectly, man. It's the Superman is the embodiment of hope, man, and I'm just loving the passion that we're hearing from James Gunn with the whole connection of his dad when he was a kid and used to struggle with anxiety and things of that nature. And his dad used to take him to the comic book store, and Superman was one of the first superheroes that he connected to. And his dad passed away 3 years ago. The film's coming out on his 3-year or 4-year, or it'll be 5 years that he passed at that point. So it's just so much personal connections to James Gunn with this story. And like Big Dog was saying, from his iterations of within the comic book universe, even Super, right? Or even something like as sinister as Slither, he always knows how to tell stories about family. And when you think about Clark and him being the last Kryptonian, well, at least that he knows of, there's, we're going to get Supergirl in this DCU, which is going to be great to see. But right now he's thinking he's the only Kryptonian alive. It's just like, and then the whole idea of like, it almost sounds like he was raised by his parents, which we've never really seen that in live action. His parents has always been, deceased by the time he's of age. So it's going to be interesting to see that duality in the character and seeing how Kryptonians, he was raised in that sense of the his heritage, and then obviously Martha and Jonathan. So I'm very intrigued to see that. And to the idea of the ensemble, I'm really excited to see the pieces that he puts in this, because he always has this knockout home run cast around him. So I'm very excited to see who he casts as Lois Lane, as Pa Kent and Martha, and all the different surrounding characters around there. And as far as the narrative goes, man, not only am I excited to see the hopeful side of Superman, but I'm really excited to get a Clark Kent, a proper Clark Kent, and more so exploring him being the journalist and working with the best journalists in the DC world, which is Lois Lane. So I'm really excited to see that side of him, and I would love to see him like doing this underground kind of story of like there's a mayor, this up and coming senator of a sorts, trying to work his way up to running New York City, and that being Lex Luthor. And we're seeing Clark Kent trying to uncover all the stuff he's hiding and there's something he's building, working with something out of space, maybe Brainiac. So I think there's just so much human story that James Gunn can tell, and everything we've seen so far from him in the comic book world, Two Guardians, Suicide Squad, I'm certain this is going to be a home run. Yeah, man. How do I come after both of you guys? Real quick, Buddy Love. My only pushback here is a nice picture too. Suicide Squad made no money because it was released during the pandemic, and it was also day and date. Like it was released digitally on HBO Max and theaters at the same time. So that's like a double whammy of why it wouldn't make any money. Xavier, I agree with Big Dog. Superman should not be a reflection of who we are at the same time. He should be an idea that humans aspire to. Right on. I like that. Also got a super chat from Tony Movie Chappie. Thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat. We're gonna do that like this. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. Okay. Thoughts on the new Hellboy reboot directed by Brian Taylor? I have zero interest in that and didn't know anything about it. The last reboot they put out, I put on my thumbnail that it was butt must because I thought it was that bad. So I have no interest in that. I didn't even know about it. Do y'all have any interest in this?
I saw that they announced it. Whatever the run that they're doing, I forgot what it's called. It's something about Hellboy and some young detective go to. It's like during the 1950s. They go to some town that's been like overrun with like witches and stuff like that. I heard this from like the script is based on one of the most successful Hellboy runs in recent memory, but I don't know too much about it. Also, that last one was really, really bad, especially when we could have just did a Hellboy 3 with Ron Perlman. But I don't know. I'm probably gonna see it. I mean, we're all gonna see it. Let's be honest. We watch everything, people. But excitement, nah, I ain't really got any right now.
Elliot, you excited for it?
This movie's going to hell. It's gonna explode. It's gonna destroy box office numbers negatively. It's not gonna do well at all. Who's gonna see that? I'm not.
I agree. Another super chat from Brian Andrews. Thank you so much for the $9.99. I do appreciate that. But as far as my commentary on James Gunn's Superman, hey, why not? I'm here for it. I'm just really interested too because his sense of humor is very obscure, and I don't know if I'll say raunchy. If I had and there's nothing raunchy about Superman at all, whether it's Peacemaker, which has crude jokes, Suicide Squad, of course, Slither, Guardians, they have they're making jokes about semen all on the walls in the ship, like it looks like some type of painting, and so he may have to hold back a little bit on all that, which I think he should as Superman. But I'm confident he's gonna deliver on that action. But
to that point too, B, I mean, he's doing a lot, which is you talk about Kevin Feige being worn thin. I mean, James Gunn right off the bat is like, give me all the projects. So I think to your his crudeness of his writing might be justified or getting that scratching that itch with Peacemaker season 2, which I'm sure he'll have his hand in the writings for that. So all the stuff he wasn't able to do with Superman, he could put in that show, and also Creature Commandos that he's writing, the animated show. So I think he's going to get all his kitty, funny, off colored jokes off with those projects, and then really get focused on the seriousness of Superman.
Cool. Well, we'll see. I'm looking forward to it, and so. At the DC world, y'all, it's apparently going down. It's going down. But guys, that is going to conclude all of the topics that we have today for the Movie News Roundup show number 98. My goodness gracious, 2 more and I'm gonna be at 100. I'm proud of myself. I'm not gonna lie. Pat myself on the back. Who cares? But guys, if you are interested in any and everything that we discussed today, there is a link to answer everything in the description box below. And again, I just want to thank y'all so much for tuning in. This is number 98. Had a ton of fun. And I want to thank my guests so much for coming through today. It means the world to me. Elliot with Movie Files. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, sir.
And OneTakeBigDog, thank you so much, sir, for coming through.
For sure.
Also, guys, Elliot, before we head out of here, man, what you got going on your lovely channel that you want to promote to all the good people out there?
Yeah, man. Well, hey, B, like I said, it's been a couple months with The Last of Us, man. I was traveling with Joel and Ellie across, the country, man. So I'm glad to be back. I survived. But no, man, I'm happy to be here, and always great chopping up with you and One Take. So I appreciate you having me on, man. And shout out to the awesome community over here. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. But yeah, as far as this week, man, I'm gonna take a couple days off. I'm being honest with you. I'm gonna I saw John Wick last week, so I already got a review for that, but I might do a spoiler or something later this week. But besides that, live stream tomorrow for Swarm, couple short form content throughout the week, and gearing up for next Sunday for any Succession fans. The 4th and final season will be coming out, so I'll be getting in that headspace of Succession with the Logan family, which is I'm sad to see that show go. But yeah, man, the next few days just taking a little bit of a break besides tomorrow's live stream, and then back at it next week.
You definitely deserve it, man. I know you. I bet you have no social life. I know you work full time. You do this damn near full time too. Elliot probably like, women, look, if you're not talking about YouTube, get out of my way. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he is nonstop, man. He be on it, man. So also, y'all, check out his live stream he did earlier today for the ranking of the DCU films. I had a lot of fun watching that. And talking about how horrible Birds of Prey was, because that was a crap fest in my opinion. But also, I'm sorry, you put BVS not on your A tier? Because I forgot, it's 2 versions of BVS, right?
Yeah.
I must admit, you must have been talking about the later version, the
only version, the Snyder version, the 3-hour version.
Wait a minute. Okay, my mind is messing with me right now. Hold on. So there was so we got the Josh Whedon Justice League, but then the
Wait, you talking about Justice League or you talking about BVS?
No, I'm talking about BVS. But for Justice League, we got the Josh Whedon one first, which was trash.
Yeah.
And then we got the Zack Snyder, which was great.
Yeah.
Wasn't there 2 different versions for BVS like that as well? Or was there only one version?
No, it was 2. There was the theatrical run that was very chopped up, cut up, missing a lot of subtext, and then they re-released it. With almost an hour worth of
you're right.
information.
You're right. Okay. Now, I went, because when you was talking about it, I didn't want to go back and rewind it because I was like, man, I want to still stay with them live. But I was trying to remember. You're right. It's coming to me now because I remember the first edit made it look like Superman was going around murdering people with an assault rifle. I'm like, the dead bodies got bullets in them. So why do you think this is Superman?
Yeah, the Ultimate Edition is the Ultimate Edition.
Okay, I can respect it now. If the Ultimate Edition is, I was like, Elliot, we're gonna have to box comments if you putting that trash film up on. Okay, my bad. I can dig it. Y'all, again, go check it out, man. It was nice. He got all of it. I don't want to ruin it for you, but yeah, go check that out and all that good stuff. OneTakeBigDog, I'm gonna tell people to subscribe to your channel anyway for your epic return whenever that's gonna be. No pressure. But anything you want to announce? So you got some final words, sir? Also follow him on TikTok. He got 37 accounts. Where you at with your announcements, sir?
Hey, listen, I'm gonna post like 3 YouTube videos tonight. One of them, I did like a Scream skit. It's probably one of the worst videos you ever see, but it's so funny. Like it's stupidly funny. So go watch that. And I also have 2 videos just basically talking about everything that I've watched within like the past 2 weeks. So it's the movie Champions, the movie 65, Shazam: Fury of the Gods, Snowfall, Bel Air, My Hero Academia, One Piece, Black Clover, The Mandalorian, Ted Lasso, The Last of Us. It's like all of those in one video. And like I do when I first started YouTube, I just press record and start talking. So there's no script, there's no editing, there's no
Hey,
notes.
that's beautiful.
I just go. So yeah, both of those videos will be going up tonight.
Just straight raw. You know what I'm saying?
Raw.
We love it. We love it. We love it. Y'all, bro, your skits be good. Like, he be acting. He be acting over there. You know what I'm saying? One of my I hadn't seen them all, but one of my favorite ones was when the Punisher was out or whatever, and you had got bit, and then the screen had changed like he was. I was like, that was good. That was right. Yeah, that was good. That was nice. You got some skills, sir. You got some skill. But before we get out of here, man, of course y'all know me. I got to do the shameless plugging or whatever. If you want an audio only version of this broadcast, check me out, buzzsprout.com. Link is in the description. I'm on all of these platforms right here. You can see the screen, Spotify, Google Podcasts, all that, especially SoundCloud as well. So get your audio only version on. Yesterday, I did I think dang near 2-hour broadcast, a live broadcast of Swarm, full spoilers. Loved it, made me uncomfortable, but man, Dominique Fishback can act her behind off.
Yeah,
check it out. It was good and uncomfortable all at the same time. Also, check out my latest live recap for Bel Air season 4 with Jackie. She young, but she cute. Also, Shazam Fury to God. Check out my review, and also my Power Book 2 episode 3. I'm finna say Raising Canaan Ghosts episode 1. Me and Elia will be back for part 2 as well. Also, guys, check out Creed 3 that's been out for a while. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania review. And man, look, my dumbass made the mistake of releasing all 13, 14 of the Oscar-nominated films that I reviewed back to back, and that destroyed the algorithm. And I'm really hurt by that, to be honest with you. I kind of wanted to cry. But I will be back next year in full force, okay? For 2024, I'm gonna do all of the animated Oscar-nominated films, all of the best picture, all of the best lead actress, all of the best lead actor, as well as supporting roles as well. And I'm only gonna do like 3 or 4 a day. I'm not gonna release the whole week. Man, I'm pissed. But if you want to help your boy out, you can still watch them. There's a link to it in the description. We got Turning Red with Tyra. We got Top Gun Maverick with One Take. We got The Fablemans with One Take. We got Avatar: The Way of Water with Lamont. We got The Whale, incredible movie with Lamont as well. Guillermo del Toro with Chris with 3C Films. Banshees from Inisherin with Chris for Tait. We got Triangle of Sadness with Elliot right here. We got Elvis, great film with my homeboy Malcolm. Tar with Kimberly. Also got Causeway with Najir, and Everything Everywhere All at Once with my homeboy Najir as well. I think I'm missing one as well, and I did a recap show too to sum it all up. Watch all of those 30 times each. I would really appreciate it. Not 29 times, but 30. You know, that's the number right there. I didn't miss no super chats. Elliot, OneTakeBigDog, I really do appreciate you guys coming through. It means the world to me. When I hear the little boom at the bottom and I see y'all's names, it makes my heart fill up with joy. But guys, again, we want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery, that's Elliot, and OneTakeBigDog. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.